now. Alright guys, and welcome to the unboxing of Idle Hands from Scream Factory. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. This cover is just so freaking awesome. The artwork on this with the hand, with the rock sign, the bullhorns, the flame, with the satanic star on the inside. Yeah, just completely badass. I love it. And right here we'll zoom in. The touching story of a boy in his right hand. Up top, collector's edition. Let's go ahead and look at the spine. Right here you have the hand up top, you have the idle hands right there, you have the Scream Factory logo on the bottom. Let's go ahead and flip it to the back. Right up top you got a pull quote, hilarious, it's even funnier than it is scary. Jeff Cred's 60-second preview. And then you got some images right here of Jessica Alba, you got Seth Green, you got Devon Sawa in his hand, you got the synopsis right up here. Right down here you got the cast list, you got the special features, which includes new interviews with director Rodman Flender, actors Eldon Henson, Sean Whalen, Christopher Hart, and more. Director and cast commentary, deleted scenes, with the director introduction and commentary, making of featurette, storyboard comparison, and theatrical trailer. Right down here below you have the Scream Factory, and the film is rated R at 92 minutes. So let's go ahead and take this out of the slipcover, guys, and right here we have the same cover, same spine, and then we have the exact same back. But what's cool about these and all Scream Factories, you open it up and awesome disc art right there for sure, but they have reversible cover art. So you go ahead and take this out, put this in, bam, new cover art. And this is the original VHS DVD cover, I believe. And right here you have a different spine, and you have a little bit of a different back with the green font, but everything else looks kind of the same. Let's see if we can match it up and kind of compare it. No, those are actually two different images right down there. So that's pretty cool. So I know that this does have a Blu-ray that looks pretty similar to this, has the exact same cover. So, you know, probably the only difference is this doesn't have collector's edition at the top. But yeah, what I usually keep the reversible cover arts in, so I'll go ahead and put this back in the slipcover, guys, and let's get to my review and thoughts on the film. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's get into my review of the actual film. So I actually watched this a couple nights ago. I remember watching this back in the early 2000s probably. I don't think I saw it when it first came out. To be honest, I thought it looked a little dumb back then. I didn't really get into it for whatever reason. But I ended up watching it in the early 2000s. I thought it was fine. It was okay. Kind of mediocre. I never really felt the need to return to it. And, you know, so when the Scream Factory came out, I was kind of iffy about buying it, but I really love the cover. The cover on this is just fantastic. The artwork is awesome. And, you know, in the past 5 years, this movie has really amassed this cult following online. Like, everybody talks about it in the horror community and holds it up as this kind of lost gem from the 90s as far as horror is concerned. So, you know, I thought maybe I'll try it again. I'll get the Scream Factory. The cover's at least cool if I don't like the movie. So after watching it, my thoughts on it are, I think it's fun. It's definitely a really fun horror comedy. I would describe it more a comedy than horror, but there are definitely horror elements in this movie. Like, it is very brutal and gruesome and has some awesome kill scenes. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, the storyline is really stupid. It's really stupid. The movie's directed by Rodman Flender, and it stars Devon Sawa and Jessica Alba. And it's basically the story of Devon Sawa, and they don't even explain anything. He wakes up one morning and his hand is possessed. His hand's possessed, and he's doing all these really like awkward. And I gotta give it to Devon Sawa. Like, he really sells the possession of his hand in this movie. And whatever you want to say about Devon Sawa, like, he does an excellent job of selling that his hand is actually possessed in this movie. And it's a really silly premise, you know, but like I said, this is peak Devon Sawa. This is back when, for like 2 years, Devon Sawa was like going to be the hottest movie star in the world. Of course, he did Final Destination, then he did this. He was in Eminem's music video, Stan, back in the day, I remember. And then he just kind of faded away. But, you know, I'd be interested in seeing some kind of a documentary about the rise and fall of Devon Sawa. This is a fun movie, guys, and another thing that's really cool about this movie, especially considering the recent passing, but what was Fred Willard is in this movie in the opening scene, and that was really cool to see. You know, he just passed away unfortunately a couple weeks ago, and I remember Fred Willard from American Wedding. He's hilarious in that movie. And I'm one of the few people that actually like that American Pie sequel. Um, but and also Harold and Kumar as the dean of the college, he's really hilarious in that. But yeah, it's typical Fred Willard, and it really kind of you can tell why they got a guy like Fred Willard to open this movie because it perfectly sets the tone for what exactly this movie is. Just having him there. So he's hilarious in the movie, and it was just really cool to see, you know, given his recent passing. So, yeah, guys, I mean, Jessica Alba, she's not the best actress. I'm gonna be nice. She's not the best actress. Um, and this was like really early Jessica Alba. She looks like a kid in this movie. Um, but yeah, she's okay, but fortunately, like she's not a huge part of it. She's in some scenes here and there, but she's not like the biggest part of the movie. Seth Green is also in this movie, and Foggy from Daredevil is is in this movie as well. That's what I know him as now from the Daredevil on Netflix. But I'm gonna spoil a little bit here. But basically, what happens is they die very early in the film. So Devon Sawa's possessed hand, kills them, kills his friends. So Seth Green and Foggy walk around and they're dead. So Foggy's head is decapitated. He's holding it. Seth Green's got this bottle through his head. And what it reminded me of, honestly, was American Werewolf in London. Like when his friend dies and then his friend is basically haunting him for the rest of the movie. That's basically what his friends are, except for everybody can see them because they're zombies. They're not spirits. That's kind of following him around, so everybody else can see them. But it kind of reminded me of that same concept, you know, and they're cracking jokes and making fun, making light of the situations around them. And it's because of them that this movie, no matter how like horrific the violence or gore or situations get, it always remains really lighthearted and fun because they're always around to kind of goof on things and joke about stuff no matter what happens to Devon Sawa. So overall, guys, and you know, the kill scenes in this movie, they are very Argento inspired. So I saw a lot of Dario Argento, just the way that it kind of cuts away and you see this big splatter go everywhere. Like Argento is famous for doing that kind of stuff, and the director goes into that in his interview in the special features. So it also has an awesome soundtrack. There's the song "Shout at the Devil" plays like 10 times in this movie by Motley Crue, and it's pretty awesome. The Offspring's also in this movie. They're performing at the Halloween dance at the end of it. So it's a cool kind of nostalgic 90s nostalgic soundtrack, and yeah, I enjoyed the movie overall. I enjoyed it. It might be one I return to someday just for fun. I'm definitely glad I got the Scream Factory, and I haven't seen the other Blu-ray because I know there is another Blu-ray copy, but this edition looks really great. It looks really fantastic, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, overall, guys, as an overall package, I probably give this about an 8 out of 10. It's got some cool special features with some interviews with the director, with the actors and the writers. It's a really cool presentation. It's a fun movie. It's a fun, stupid kind of throwaway horror movie. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys later.